So it's the end of a day where it's kind of solidified itself now that we've got Jabba the Hutt is now the Deputy PM, the man that can eat his own body weight in just for breakfast. Couldn't get a question right in Mastermind, but apparently he's going to be capable of being Deputy PM. Not sure how that works, but we know it won't because he's a prick. And then, of course, you have someone called Jess Phillips. Now, this woman, it never ceases to amaze me. She's got the greasiest hair. She looks like she dips her head in chip fat before she goes into Parliament, which you'd think would have standards. But then again, you look at Lamy walking in with his, just looking like a big fat slob. They are a scruffy bunch, the Labour Party, and let's face it, not one of them has got any dress sense. Even Starmer, his boyfriend buys his suits and stuff, but even he looks like a twat most of the time. But Jess Phillips, hair dripping with grease, and she's stood up in Parliament. Now, there must be a ruling that says that if they say something in Parliament, they can't get nicked or something, because she basically admitted, she said, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't spoken to these little girls who told me they'd been raped, sort of thing, by these grooming gangs, or words to that effect. And you think, hold on, mate, you just admitted that you knew about it. Her statement was basically saying over the years. So you've known long term that there were grooming gangs, but you were one of the people that voted against doing an investigation into the grooming gangs. So doesn't that make you a conspirator? I mean, if I spoke to someone about they were going to do a murder and I spoke up with them about it, didn't do anything about it, but knew they were doing it and discussed it with them, and the police found a tape of me doing that, I'd get done for conspiracy to murder along with the bloke who done the murder, even if I didn't have any actual active part in it, because I've discussed it with him and kind of discussed the idea. So how does it work with these parliamentarians then? Are they not held to account for anything? I think it's about time someone looked into all these people in Labour and got to get them out. A waste of bloody time. They need to chuck the buggers out, get a new group in, completely brand new group, Reform UK ideally, have a nice general election, get a new group in there, and then someone needs to put a special panel in place to review the actions of all these scumbags because they have no fucking clue. We've even got a new Home Secretary in charge of looking after the interests of Britain who's a Palestinian sympathiser. And by extension, that means that she supports Hamas, which is a known terrorist organisation. How can you trust someone like that to run the Home Service? I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's just putting the fox in charge of the hen house, isn't it? Ridiculous. Got to do something about it.